How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Doing well.
I like your crown, tiara. What is it called?
Headband, basically.
It's a headband.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a headband. Oh, okay. Well, looks really
Yeah, there's
nice.
one that goes all the way around. It's elastic.
Oh, I like it. And tell me, what are you wearing a dress? What are you wearing there?
I am wearing a dress. Yes. Move this.
Wow, you're like fully done up right now. That's
I am.
incredible. I love.
I really am. Yeah.
So
Like when
tell,
I announced it last night, I was like, I've got this.
what's your theme? Like, what are you like?
20s.
20s. I like it. Can you
Yeah.
guess what era I'm from here with my neon
80s.
100% 80s baby? Let's go. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Somebody in the comments. Honestly, I love that, and I actually love the 20s era as well. I'm super into that because all the guys were wearing like super cool like three-piece suits and stuff. Like
Yes.
with the cigarettes and stuff. I love that, like the LA Noir kind of vibe. I love it.
Yes.
Totally.
Very well dressed men.
That's right. That's probably why you like me then, I guess, right?
Yes.
I kind of know how to dress for the most part,
Yeah.
other
Yes.
than me wearing a neon tracksuit. But I have to be
It works
on.
for you.
Thank you. Yeah, much appreciated. Every time I like get a call or text, can you still see me like when those things are popping up? Okay,
Yeah,
great. Wow. Okay, great, perfect. Because every time I try to do these and I get calls, it like it like blanks out or something like that. But apparently you can still see me. That's good. Okay. So what'd you get up to today? How's quarantine going?
Um, it's good. Just I've been studying a lot, so that's what I spent most of my day doing.
What are you studying? Is it your
The
mortgage?
Mortgage Loan Officer.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So it's just that you're not. There's nothing else going on for studies.
No, not for studies, not right now.
Well, that's great. At least you can just focus your studies all on one subject, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to knock it out in less than a week.
You're gonna do the whole thing in less than a week?
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like that it seems so easy. Like if you can just do it in a week. Is it
Yeah,
easy?
yeah. It preys a lot on common sense. So if you don't have that, you won't pass this.
Okay, I get it. That makes sense. Well, I'm sure you're doing a bang up job. And how in the world did you have enough time to look so good and still be studying? I don't know.
This didn't take that long.
Really?
Yeah, really. I think I cut everything off right about 4:20 and started getting ready.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I think we're in the same time zone too, right?
Where are you right now?
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you are with me right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I still remember. Oh my god, the comments are gonna go nuts when I say this, but I had a girlfriend like probably a decade ago, and she lived in Toronto, and I went to Florida, and she asked me. I convinced her that I was in a different time zone in Florida, but Toronto and Florida are the same time zone. We're all Eastern
Are they
Standard Time.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so close. Yeah, it's so close. It's like a 2.5 hour flight. So it must be. How long is it for you? Maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours flight to Florida for you?
Flight to Florida, about 20 minutes.
What? Really that close?
Yeah.
Wait, are you North Carolina or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
You're North Carolina. Okay. Whoa, that's weird. I didn't even think about that. Funny enough, I got a friend who's in. I don't know if he lives there or if he's just like there for business, but he has a house in North Carolina, but he's Canadian. He's from my neighborhood. How is it to live? Do you recommend it for people to live there?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, and some of it depends on like where. Like I seem to like Charlotte a lot better than I liked Asheville. Like I liked Asheville for a long time, and then I basically outgrew it. But now that I've moved to Charlotte, I find that it's much more my scene anyway, and I probably should have moved here first.
Okay. I like it.
But it kind of depends on like what you like, what you go for. So like if you're the very like hiking type, and you want like beautiful mountain views, you want a little bit slower, then more up by Asheville and like that surrounding areas up in the mountains really good for you. If you want a little bit faster pace and city and nightlife and stuff like that, then Charlotte's more it.
And what about you? Are you more into the outdoorsy or the more of the city nightlife?
I grew up in the middle of nowhere, And so I have a lot of that country to me, but I'm definitely more of a city girl.
I like it. Okay. So before all this coronavirus stuff, what would you do on the, like the weekend or like a Saturday night? What can I find you doing?
Um, Multiple things, like depending on whether or not there was a concert, if it was inside or outside. There's a lot of them at the different bars around here. So going to those. And then part of this, an event at a bar a couple months ago, they did a 20th night theme. And it was about a month or so before New Year's. So it wasn't a New Year's party.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
mhm. Fun. Wow. I like it. I'm totally, I would say in terms of like my nightlife, I'm totally like a city person for nightlife. Because where I live is like, I don't know, half hour from like the center of the city. So I'm close enough where I can get there within, half hour to an hour, depending on traffic. And I'm far enough away that I don't see any skyscrapers, no big buildings. I'm in a suburban area. So we're all spread out, the houses are not stacked on top of each other. Like, I have my space, we have a backyard, like, this space, so that's like perfect for me. It's like a median between two worlds. I'm not quite in the sticks, but I'm also not in the middle of the city. I have
perfect
space to
setting.
go around, and I'm close enough that I can get to, like, we call it like cottage country. Like, do you have that kind of thing too? Like,
I can understand what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah. Like cottage country is like, where it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's country. It's a country, right?
Yeah.
So things are spread out. Most people are living on a lake or in the woods or in the forest. I'm close enough to both where I can get to cottage country in an hour driving. If I go north, and if I go south, I could be in the center of the city at the Harbour Front, which is like beautiful. So yeah, I love being in the middle. I love both. But if I was to pick like a summer activity, for me, a summer activity would be to be outside, like outside all the time. I'd rather be in like the country, but nighttime stuff. I love sitting on a patio, having a drink, having some good food with some friends, enjoying the city lights and the just everything that's happening, the noises, everything.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. Yeah.
Sorry, you like cut out.
Oh, and I was just saying I was
Okay.
totally down with that. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
scene.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. And so, would you say that like you are a frequent enjoyer of the downtown like nighttime scene? Like, is that still in the cards for you right now, or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
still do? Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it makes
definitely.
sense. Makes sense. You're a single, like, good-looking girl, so of course you would go out and you know live it up.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I
Can't
like
take the
it.
window.
I never know like like kind of when women start to get tired of that scene. Like, trust me, I've had moments myself where I get tired of it and I'll take a break and then I'll go back and
Yeah.
I've
And
already. Mhm.
yeah, sometimes I find that's where you go as well. Um,
True.
so because I've run into that. And let's see, at one point I was in a college town and, I was having a blast and I moved to North Carolina and I went back. It was like 2 years later. Of course, I'm a little bit older. I think it was like 26. I went back and I was hanging out with my girlfriend who's 4 years younger than me. So she's 22. She's right in the middle of it. We go out, we hit all the same bars, we do all the same things. And I remember standing there looking around going, this isn't my scene anymore.
Yep.
Like, this
Yep.
isn't my place.
You're talking about like a typical like dive bar, like that kind of scene.
Yeah, or even like the ones where you like get down and dirty on the dance floor.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a
Yeah.
dancer.
Interesting. I
I'm
always
out on the
find.
dance floor.
Yeah. I always find that she's gorgeous. Josh is lucky. Thanks, Flo. Oh my God, is that person named Flo Rida? Oh my God, that's hilarious. Um, you know why I like Flo Rida, like the rappers, because you put it together and it's Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, of course. No shit. Okay. I can dance, but I cannot sing. I feel like for most people, you either have one or the other. It's very rare that you have someone like J-Lo, who's like a total unicorn, who can do both, and she can act as well. And she's
I'm no Mariah Carey, but I've got some pipes. Don't ask me to sing on this thing.
I was just about to ask you to sing.
I knew you would if I said that. Sing
Yeah,
on here.
hit me with some Adele or something. Let's go,
Oh
girl.
no. I need music
um,
playing and everything.
yeah, yeah, it's all
And
good.
I'm not sure the quality you'd get through the internet.
I'm with you on the like the college town. Like I'm so over like the let's go to a college town party. Like I just feel like that's a different kind of party that I don't really want. The one where you get down and dirty on the dance floor and everybody fighting all over each other. I think that the climate of that might change because of all this coronavirus stuff. Like, I remember like enjoying the idea of like being in a big group of people and being part of something big. But now it like gives me anxiety. I'm like, no, I do not want to catch whatever someone else in this crowd has.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna go to this rooftop bar over here with the stay away. Fire pit's
yeah,
mine.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like meet me at the punch bowl later on, but like everyone else
Yeah.
leaves their own,
Yeah.
We have a theme park here, like a local, like like a just amusement park, and the people there, for whatever reason, they do not know the meaning of personal hygiene. There are so many people there that they don't know, they don't use deodorant, they just don't use it, or they don't want to use it, or they don't know how to use it. And you go there and you are stuck in a lineup of 100 plus people, and nobody, or not nobody, but a lot of people are not using deodorant, and it stinks. So I like have a phobia of going to this place now, because whenever I go there, I feel like I gotta put some Vicks vapor rub under my nostrils so I can't smell anything. This is disgusting.
Good idea.
Yeah, and it's like, not only can I smell it and it bothers me, but like it almost stings my eyes a little bit. Like it's pungent. It's
That's one reason I moved out of Asheville. There's a lot of people who like either are hippie or like to think that they are, and they definitely don't use deodorant. They may not use shampoo or soap, and
oh no,
it's intense in the summer.
Oh yeah, the summer is killer here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the bonuses of moving away, because Charlotte seems to be, or at least wherever I've been here has.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been to Charlotte a couple of times. In terms of other places you've been, where have been your other favorite places? Like either, because you've lived in a couple of different places, right?
Right.
So where?
Technically, I lived in Florida for a small stint when I was a child. Obviously, I don't remember much of that.
Oh, talk to me. Tell me about that.
I mean, we lived in Jacksonville. We lived in, I think it was a suburb called Bradley outside Jacksonville.
Okay.
Maybe 15 minutes from the beach. I loved it. I love the fact there was a pool in the backyard, and then, an ice cream truck that came through twice a day.
Yeah.
So it was good small town life, or at least that's what it felt like, even though it wasn't,
Uh-huh.
But I'm definitely a beachy person. I would sit in 90-degree weather on the beach all day, every day if I could.
Me too. No, I'm the exact same. Are you reading these comments? Can you see what they're saying?
Some of them, yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody asked me. Somebody said I need to change my pants because all this Florida talk. And listen, Florida, you are not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong. It gets me going. I'm not gonna lie. Florida gets on.
Yes.
I love it. It's literally my place. Like if I was an American, like if I was a full-blown American, I would. There's no other state in terms of living than Florida. I would live Florida the entire time. Yeah, and somebody asked me the other day, oh, California, are you nuts? Are you crazy? Oh my God, Cali, for me at least, Cali is just not my vibe at all. It's like very, at least it seems like pretentious and kind of like, like materialistic. And I'm just like, no. I like the Florida chilled, laid back, almost like island time, like people are just so cool there. And of course, I'm with you on that. I would, if you were laying out on the beach, if you were like, yes, the rest of my life, everything's taken care of, and I just want to lay out on the beach, I would be there right beside you, shoulder to shoulder, in the sand, and we would just be watching the waves crash. That's it.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, honestly, and maybe like a little drink too.
Yes.
Maybe a little drink. What's your go-to like summer drink?
Probably a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh, right. Wow. Okay. So you're a fancy girl. Okay.
Yeah, even at this age.
So do you drink like beer or wine or?
um, I drink wine. Apparently, I like dessert wines better than anything so far. Um, my I don't really drink beer. Haven't really acquired that taste yet.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
what beer?
I don't think you're ever gonna have it. I don't think you're ever gonna get it.
I didn't think I'd ever like wine, and I started liking wine this year.
Oh wow. Well, that's incredible. I feel like you just have to be accustomed. You have to just try it. You have to be consistent with it. Like I'm pretty sure the first time I tried beer, I was just like, what is this weird soda pop? Like what is this stuff? Like
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was. I didn't understand it, but then I realized that it's just meant to be like a bitter carbonated type drink
Yes.
that gets you a little drunk, so gets you a little
Yes.
buzzed. So
I did find two that I liked though, and they're from Rusty Bull out of Charleston, South Carolina.
okay.
Um, I worked a festival a couple months ago, and I got to serve their beer all day. And they had one, I think it was called the Thirsty Monk, if I remember correctly. And then I think the other one was like Summerberry. Look that up again. But they were both really good because they were sweet and not too like fizzy. I liked it.
You know what I like is Bud Light Lime. Have you ever had those?
I think so. I
I
don't try
used
them
to
all too often because I know that it's not my thing.
I would say out of all the beers that I was gonna already say every if there's any men in the comments, they're all gonna rip me apart for that one. Because it's like the least manly beer on the planet. It's literally like beer with like lime in it, but yeah. Anyways, I tried it a couple summers ago, and honestly, I think I had it because there was just no regular beer left, and I tried it, and I was like, bro, like what beer is this? And I looked, and I was like, Bud Light Lime. I was like, first of all, it's a light beer, but like this is one thing I don't know if you know, but American beer has less percent alcohol than Canadian beer. So it's like, and there's a lot of light beers as well. So when people talk about yeah, White Claw. Yeah, I don't like White Claw as well. I don't like White Claw at all. Any
Yeah, they
vodka
taste
drink,
like popsicles.
I don't like any vodka drinks to be honest. I drink beer and like I'll do like a dark rum I can do, but like I like a single malt whiskey. Like I don't know, maybe just more like manly drinks. But with that Bud Light Lime though, I remember trying it and thinking it barely tastes like beer at all. It was really enjoyable. But I will say, if I take a Molson Canadian, which is like Canadian beer, Molson Canadian, and I compare it to a Budweiser, there's no comparison. Budweiser beats it like 10 times out of 10. In fact,
Oh wow.
I remember drinking Budweiser all night. I was enjoying it, the king of beer. And then somebody was like, hey, here's a Canadian. They toss it to me, pop it open, drink it. I was like, after drinking a Budweiser, I just can't do it. So I actually literally gave it back to him. I was like, I don't care that I took a sip. You finish that beer, pass me a Bud. So Budweiser definitely is my favorite go-to beer.
Nice.
Yeah, you should definitely try it if you haven't already tried it.
Yeah, I'll check into that one again just to make sure I have.
I think that's gonna be that would be our first beach drink together. We'll crack open a Budweiser, and then if you don't like it, I'll bring a couple of banana daiquiris or whatever. You said strawberry, banana.
Strawberry daiquiri, frozen drink if I'm gonna be sitting on the beach. Normal drink is somewhere between an amaretto sour and a liquid marijuana.
Well, I don't know what any of those things are.
Amaretto sour is amaretto and basically sour mix. The liquid marijuana's got 7 different liqueurs in it, and it's green when it's all done.
What is it called? Amarona?
Amaretto.
Oh, amaretto. Amaretto. Okay, I'm trying to. What is that? What is amaretto?
It's a dark liquor that tastes like almonds.
Oh, okay. Yep, yep, yep. Because I remember I tried Amarula. Do you know Amarula?
I do not.
Amarula, it's from the marula fruit from South Africa. And it's a liqueur as well. It's not dark. It's quite what?
I said I did not know that. I know they
Yeah,
make
yeah.
marula oil for like the hair and the skin.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, marula fruit, funny enough, I know way too much about the marula fruit. Like people are like, how do you know so much? It's one of those things where it was really kind of fixed on the South African culture and like just how they have like monkeys running around. Like that's hilarious to me. Like that's great. And my friend who's from Johannesburg, he was telling me that at the side of the road, you'll see the road and then some grass and then like a fence at the side of the road, and there'll be like a pack of monkeys that'll just be lying there like this. They look like they're dead, right? And he said, do you know what that is? I said, no. He goes, they'll be holding these like fruits in their hand, but they'll be like passed out. Looks like they're hungover. And I said, yeah, I've seen videos of that before. He goes, it's because they're actually hungover. Because what happens is they eat these marula fruits, and what they do is they try to bring as many as they can and bring them over the fence to go to where they live. And what happens is they start eating them and drinking the juice from the fruit on their way over. What happens is it ferments in their stomach and it gets them drunk. And then they can't make it up the fence, and they get tuckered out, and they start dropping these fruits and things. They get so tired that they just end up passing out on the close side of the fence. They can't make it over.
That's funny.
I know. It's hilarious. So that's the marula fruit, which is part of amarula, which is people in the comments are like, "Ew, that's gross." I don't know if they even do they even have that in America? I don't know.
I've not seen it.
It has on the front. It has a big elephant. It's like on the front of the like the packaging. It has a big elephant with like these little orange fruits.
I'll have to keep my eye out for that.
Definitely worth checking out. I love it. It's basically like Bailey's. Basically Bailey's.
I love Bailey's.
Except more of like a more fruity than Bailey's, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Somebody was like, elephant was the password. What's that?
Chocolate.
You like what? What's that? You like Bailey's?
Oh yeah.
I like Bailey's. I don't drink Bailey's, but I'll definitely put it over my ice cream.
Yeah?
Yeah, Bailey's on ice cream is so good.
I've not tried that. I put it in my coffee.
Okay, yeah, Irish coffee, I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Do you have any questions for me? Anything you were wondering, or anything you want to ask, or?
Yes.
The floor is yours, my friend.
When's your birthday?
When's my birthday? August 15th.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Leo.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm August 5th.
You're August 5th? So you're a Leo too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hashtag Leo love. Let's go. Yeah, I love Leos. Leos are my people.
Yes, for sure. All right. So what's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero, I feel like this changed recently. My favorite superhero of all time is probably Batman. Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm
Okay,
writing it down.
Okay. Probably, I want to know yours. I want you to answer after me. Well, what's your favorite superhero?
Probably Wonder Woman.
Ooh, you know what? I would say that's my favorite female superhero. I'm obsessed with Gal Gadot, like the woman who plays her, like the actress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's so hot. Oh my God.
Stunning. Yes, she really is.
Right? I would say, you know what? Can I change my answer? It's kind of Batman, but it's also kind of Spider-Man. So I don't know. I can't choose because I love Spider-Man. I love like his story, but Batman for me is like the ultimate because he's actually really not that special. He's a billionaire or whatever. He's really smart and he just worked on himself, honestly. Mm-hmm. He had some traumatic shit that happened to him when he was a kid, and he bossed through it, and he got over it.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, now he's going around saving people. So, what else you got for me?
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? That's a good question. I gotta think about that one. My favorite childhood memory. I mean, it might be Disney World. I don't know. It might be Disney World. Yeah, it could be. You know what? It's probably Disney World or like the first cruise I went on. First like Royal Caribbean cruise I went on.
Nice. Okay.
It's got to be one of the two. I don't know which one.
Okay. What did you like about him?
My happiness. I was like I had reached this state of euphoria that I never thought I could really achieve. Like I was just eternally happy in that moment. There was nothing that could have broken my mood. I don't know. I was just happy. Everything was taken care of. Everything was happy. I was with my family. I was with the people I love, and I was in Florida.
There you go. There you go. I'd have to say Easter with my family.
Okay,
Because
Easter.
yeah, and I found out through the years that people apparently don't celebrate Easter like my family did.
I think that, yeah, I think you're probably right on that. I think most people have, it's just become like a scavenger hunt for Easter eggs.
Yeah.
How do you celebrate?
Well, my grandma had over 1,000 chickens, and she lived on a farm in the middle of nowhere with like a couple hundred acres. And
Did you say
so,
did you say 1,000 chickens?
yeah. her
Wow,
nickname
okay.
was Chicken Grandma.
Grandma, okay.
Yes. Yes, I did. um, so what she would do is she would collect all the eggs all the time, which was normal for her, but she dyed them. She spent probably 2 weeks dyeing eggs. And like she had thousands of eggs that she would do. And each one, like she would literally go through and like she would do either the little markers, the crayons, or like the cellophane. Like she did it up good. She did tie-dye and everything. And then she would section out her yard into different like age groups, and she would have us do like a scavenger hunt for the eggs. And then of course like we'd have between 50 and 100 people there for dinner, and we'd have like a huge dinner and everything. Normally like what people would do for Thanksgiving, we did for Easter as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, when things are winding down, you could keep the eggs that you wanted to take home with you. And then we had like an egg toss contest where we'd go toss them off the hill in the back.
Wow, you guys went all out for that Easter, eh?
Yes.
Now is that every Easter or that's just one?
That was every Easter.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, I'm kind of jealous of you. I've never had an Easter quite like that. I think I don't know if I've ever done more than just like a family dinner and an Easter egg hunt for Easter. I think that's the furthest that we've gone for Easter.
Oh yeah, and see, we did all the like town Easter hunts and stuff too.
So for you, is Easter more of like a celebration with family, or is it more of like a religious thing, or both?
Celebration with family.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Me too. Honestly, I would be totally lying if I said that I knew the importance religiously of Easter. I have no idea.
Basically, they killed Jesus and he came back.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I did not know. I mean, I knew that he like rose from the dead, obviously, but like I didn't know that happened on Easter. So how did the Easter Bunny get involved with all this?
I think they just put something in there to kind of represent for children. Commercialism.
Yeah. That's, you know what? I feel like that's the same with all the holidays, though. They've all become commercials for let's go out and buy some shit that we don't need, you know?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, hold on. Before you ask me this question, what's your favorite holiday of all the holidays, or is it just Easter?
Halloween.
What?
Halloween.
Really? Wow. I never get along with Halloween people, but continue. I want to know.
I like to dress up. I like to feel pretty, and then just go out and hang out with friends. Like, there's always something going on Halloween. It's like of course, I enjoy Thanksgiving and Christmas just as much, but yeah. I think I like the allure of going out and being pretty.
Interesting. I'm gonna give you two answers for my favorite holiday. The egotistical one, and the one that I am like, and that one's the funny one, and then my actual favorite holiday. My favorite holiday is my birthday.
Of course.
Because it's the most important day of the year. Duh, it's the day I was born. But I know, such a Leo move. Honestly, that's you know what? That's what makes me me. Is that I love my birthday. It's like probably what I get all year, other than Christmas. Christmas is by far my favorite public holiday. There's something for me that, like, I know it sounds cheesy, but like there's something in the air. Like there's something different. There's a different vibe. There's something that's just different on Christmas. Same with Halloween, funny enough, but it's just a different vibe, I think. Christmas for me is like I forgive people way quicker around Christmas. Like basically the month of December up until the 26th. Boxing Day, get out of my way when I'm doing my shopping. But other than that, the month of December is like, I feel like I say, regardless of if they are offended that I say Merry Christmas, because multiculturalism, and some people get offended if you say Merry Christmas. But I do not care. I say Merry Christmas to anyone and everyone, and I want to spread the cheers, spread the love, spread the good energy. And I think that I also go out of my way to do more good deeds and do things that I think are helpful to people, more so than I would in like July or something, you know?
Right.
So
yeah,
I just
it's all part of the atmosphere.
Yeah, I feel a certain kind of happiness. And the other thing is I have a yearly ritual.
Sorry, popping in 5-minute warning, okay?
All right, thanks, Saracen. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a yearly ritual that every Christmas I will sit on the couch by myself, and I'll put my phone away, put everything away. Everyone will be in a different room, and I'll sit and I'll just be with the Christmas tree. I like to look at the lights and just admire and think, reminisce, and just see, just kind of take a mental journey and just enjoy the lights of the Christmas tree. I do that every year.
Oh yeah. My house is decked out at Christmas for sure.
Do you have a big, actually, you know what? Ask me more questions. I feel like you got more there.
Okay. Let's see. What concerns would you have dating a single mom?
I don't, honestly, like, is it naive of me to say that I don't really have concerns? Honestly, the only thing I'm concerned about is, does she feel the same way about me? Honestly, yeah, I don't really judge. I don't really judge, honestly. I just want to make sure that I have a good connection with me, like what their status is, if they're a parent or it doesn't matter. It really doesn't bother me.
Good answer. Good answer. What are you most proud of in your life?
Overall, I think that I'm proud of just honestly who I am, like who I've become, and the fact that I'd like to think I have a really great mentality of the way that I look at the world. I wouldn't say that I'm definitely the furthest thing from pessimistic. I'm definitely closer to the pendulum between optimistic and realist. But I think I'm probably more optimistic. I have a happy vibe. My world, the world that I live in, is a happy, positive place. And when I don't watch the news, I really don't. And people can say whatever about that, but I don't watch the news. I'm not right wing, left wing. I'm my own wing. I'm my own person, and I don't get into like political things and live a happy and content life. And I've always done things for my happiness and not the other way around. I've done things to make myself happy. And I always want to feel like I'm growing and becoming a better person, and that makes me proud, and I'm happy to have that.
Good. What was your family atmosphere like growing up?
Honestly, the best. I had the best upbringing. Tight-knit family, close with everyone. My younger brother is like my best friend on the planet. We're like, I don't know I can't remember if I told you before, but people used to think that we're twins. So we're only about 18 months apart, I think. And in high school, I was like the mischievous kid, and he was like the good kid. So we would always kind of, be tied in together no matter what, because we looked similar. But no, great family upbringing. We were always provided with things that we needed. So.
Nice. Good. Your parents are still together?
They're not, actually. They're not. That was, I want to say, when I was in like the 10th grade, like somewhere in high school, midway, is probably when they split up. But they're totally cordial. They're like, they don't have any animosity. They're cool.
How do you see your future?
I see a lot of really great things, to be honest. I just got my feet wet in this real estate game in terms of being a realtor. So it's something that I'm actually like really passionate and excited about. So all things real estate is literally like my real passion, and helping people, which is kind of tied into real estate. So I see myself having a really great life. The only thing I'm worried about, because I already know I'm going to be the best dad on the planet, like that's something I've looked forward to my whole life, is being like super dad. Soccer practice, hockey practice, football practice. I'm that dedicated guy. The only thing I'm worried about is, am I going to find the right person to share that with?
Yes.
So other than that,
totally
I see a really great future.
Oh, good. Good. And staying in Florida, of course.
Always. I will always have either a place in Florida or, you know, a place to go in Florida, because that's my happy place. Legitimately, it's my happy place.
Hi guys, sorry to cut y'all off, but it's
Okay.
that time.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, thank you
Yes.
guys for coming on today.
Yeah. Honestly, like, thank you so much for. Wait, hold on. So I'm looking at you now. Thank you so much, Amber-Lynn, for coming on the call and spending some time with me. It's always very much enjoyed. So.
Thank you, and likewise.
And you look gorgeous, by the way. In case I didn't already say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all have a good